It's a place where our entrepreneurs can come and connect within the community.
There's a real kind of vibe or a real energy here that's about supporting entrepreneurs.
We have 2 presenters each week.
2 entrepreneurs, they come and tell about their journey.
They each have about 6 minutes to present.
You're telling people what you're up to, and you're essentially getting feedback from them.
There's about 15 to 20 minutes of Q&A.
All the questions that they asked us really got us thinking about new ways to think about our business.
It was good just to be able to get that feedback from the rest of the community.
So over the years, we've added more cities. It creates a great energy here to see what's happening across the country.
Last question for you, what can we as a community do for you?
The what can we as a community do to help you question is what really coalesces the community around every single presenter.
When somebody applies to present to 1 Million Cups, they're instructed to watch a series of videos through the Kauffman Founder School website.
It's invaluable information for someone who's founding a startup.
I felt better prepared, I felt more confident, and I think a little more focused than I would have been otherwise. Had I not watched the videos of the Founder School, so it was a great way to prepare.
I really like the educational component of 1 Million Cups because it does create that open forum.
You're going to hear great ideas that will help you start thinking even more about what you want to do with your business.
What I've learned from other entrepreneurs is very, very valuable.
The cool thing about 1 Million Cups is that you're amongst other people like yourself.
Just hearing someone talk about their startup, it just was magical to think, wow, there's other people out there like myself.
Sitting in a room with other people that have ideas too, it helps people to leave thinking, you know what, my idea is worth something. It's worth pursuing. It's worth going after it. Even if it looks like a challenge, I should still go out and try to do it.
Good morning. If you have never been to 1 Million Cups, quick thing, we have an app. So go and download our app. You can check in. You can give feedback to the presenters and comment on anything that you would like to say.
Great. So I asked a question earlier about new people here. We're going to give you guys a little chance at the end to introduce yourselves, tell us your name and about your business a little bit. We're going to do that with the audience as well. We're a hybrid situation, so we have people around the area that are zooming into us. We've got people here in the room. This is a nationwide organization. The Kauffman Foundation provides opportunity for this group, 1 Million Cups, between 8:30 a.m. and noon to run this program for entrepreneurs and communities to help build those communities and support those communities. So through the app, through the website, you can check out where there's others. We like you being here 9 o'clock every Wednesday morning for our program. We do 1 speaker. They said 2 speakers. We do a little bit different. Some groups meet once a month. Some groups meet once a week. It's all different. Check them out. We like you here. If you want to check out other areas, see what's going on, please feel free to do that with this and become involved in the community, helping yourselves, helping others grow their businesses. A couple of just housekeeping things. Please silence your phones. If you need to use restrooms, or outside to the left. And so we're going to get started. Today we have a great presentation that's going to be really cool. I hope they make everybody do lots of jumping jacks and push-ups. And fitness from a whole other kind of different perspective coming from this industry. Many time ago when I was young and had a ponytail, a few number of decades ago, I was doing this for a great organization called the YMCA, believed in it. So what you guys are putting forth into what you're doing, I think is a wonderful thing. So without further ado, are both of you going to be presenting? Let's bring up I-Core 119.
Thank you. Or you can hand hold it.
Welcome everyone. Appreciate the opportunity to present One Core 619 Fitness with Focus. Our passion, like it says, is helping others realize their full potential and achievements within their fitness goals, and to do so exceedingly.
Sorry, guys. Nothing's coming.
Yeah.
Bear with us one moment, folks.
I used to do all these great engineering presentations all over the world. People employ engineers, 500 engineers in a row. Projector.
Journey.
The old person just turns the light switch on. It's like, whoa. Wow. We have fun. Who knew?
Okay, now we're back. My name is Devon. I'm one of the owners and trainer at 146 Fitness. I'm certified in strength training, boxing, for anyone's interested in boxing, running coach, CPR, first aid certified. And this is my wife, also co-owner Niki.
Thanks for having us here today. My background.
Hello.
Yeah.
So much better. Thank you. I was a high school and college athlete. In 2006, I became certified as a rehabilitation specialist, a massage therapist. I'm also a personal trainer, strength and conditioning coach, metabolic conditioning coach, a fitness nutritionist, and also first aid and CPR certified. A little bit of a background of my testimony. I had to have a surgery in 2016, and being an athlete in college, I knew I had to be strong going in to that surgery in order to be strong coming out. And in my adult life, I kind of fell off a little bit with fitness. And so I was in search of getting back into the gym and getting strong. And so I seeked out Devon's help from church. He was helping other people in the gym reach their goals. And so he and I started training, and I started to become very strong. Went into the surgery amazingly, came out extra strong. They were so satisfied with how quickly I healed. And so people at our church had started to recognize this shift, physical transformation in me. And so we then kind of got together and started training people from our church. And so two doctors that sat on our board of directors decided to do a health seminar, understanding to our congregation on how important it is to take care of your bodies. And so we were kind of like the faces of fitness and health. And so they asked us to co-facilitate a Bible study at church called the Daniel Plan, which really focuses on faith, but also fitness and food and friendship. And so we really took a hold to that Bible study. There was one common scripture that kind of weaved in and out of that Bible study. And that was kind of the basis and the foundation of how this business was built.
Our purpose, this is the reason why we're here, to help everyone to reach their fitness goals. Niki and I, we're passionate about this journey that we're on, and we're just asking for so many people, whoever comes into our gym, whoever comes into our life, that we could show them a different way of life and how to really take care of your body through fitness and through nutrition. This is our business, and we really, really enjoy it. So our scripture, it says 1 Cor 6:19 fitness. That's how our business was designed. Through this scripture, it says, do you not know that your bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you receive from God? You are not your own. This is how we came up with the name 1 Cor 6:19 fitness, because we shortened Corinthians and just used the core, because we feel that the core of the body is the foundation for health. So we dropped the rest of the name and we stuck with core, and that's why 1 Core is the basis of our business.
So our philosophy at our gym is kind of threefold. Okay, so we focus on the spirit. We are faith-based. We are Christians. We're not ashamed to portray that out into the market. But You don't have to be a Christian to work out at our gym. It's a no judgment zone. We encourage our clients through prayer, okay? We also love to demonstrate and show God's love to everybody. And so that's really helpful when we move into the soul, which your soul is your mind, your will, your emotions. And so we really focus on, you know, increasing mental health for our clients and allowing them to understand their full potential and that they're loved. And we focus on restorative health, which is very important from that mental capacity. And obviously, we work physically on the body and physical transformation. As faith is a foundation to our lives, and your feet are the foundation to the body, our philosophy is that the core is the foundation to strengthening the body. A lot of people think of core and they think of your abdominal muscles, right? But our philosophy is a little bit different because we bring science back into working out. So the core muscle groups from shoulders to knees, front side, back side. So a lot of time, not just with our personal training clients, but our group class clients as well, we focus on body weight exercise, using your own body weight to strengthen the core first and foremost before we go into any style of weight training. Additionally, we really focus on strength, endurance, motor control, function, flexibility. All things are so important in activities of daily living, whether it's putting away the groceries or, you know, folding your laundry and putting those sweaters on that top shelf. Movement is very important, and it can protect your body from injury. So we focus on the spirit, the soul, and the body, which is a little bit different from what you typically in a gym setting.
Some of the service that we offer in our training program: personal training, semi-private training, group classes, cardio boxing. On the nutrition side, we offer detox, customized macro cycling, and maintenance plans. And we also have a sauna. It's an infrared light sauna. It has therapy, halotherapy, also chromotherapy. Very good for especially post-workout.
So we touched on this a little bit too, but we've really built a gym community through what we do. We are family. We've created life partners with our clients, and so we begin every session in prayer, but it doesn't stop there. Like we've become invested in our clients' lives, and so we walk alongside them in life, and we've become friends with their families. We do dinners, we do picnics. We, you know, outside of the gym, we are a family, and I think that makes us a little bit special from the competition out there as well. Additionally, we like to give back, and so we love to tithe into other small businesses, like-minded businesses, ministries that we support as a business that we believe in. We also give back by ways of our time and our talents. Okay, so there's sometimes, especially in today's day and age, and we're all small business owners, it's tough trying to make things work through different seasons. And so our clients recognize that, and there are situations where they just can't afford our training, but they need the training, and we have huge hearts and we want to help. And so we do a percentage of our training complimentary to those people that really need it. So that's really important to us. We have so many testimonials. We became a business in 16. We opened a brick and mortar in July of 17. And so we've seen so much healing happen within our gym, not just physically. And so we've seen strongholds broken. We've seen people give their lives to Christ in our small gym. We've seen people pray out loud for the first time. But we also then too have that medical and physical piece where we've had a 77-year-old woman taken off of depression meds, insulin, statin drugs for cholesterol and blood pressure. We've seen, you know, all different types of aged people in health situations where they've been restored. People being able to walk again after not being able to walk and have had bad experiences in physical therapy situations. So there's just a lot of testimony to what we do.
Some of the obstacles that we're facing, especially post-COVID, decrease in class size. Okay, a lot of people want to do more one-on-one training rather than group training. Our class schedules times have changed because of the COVID when it really affected us. Client retention in classes are very challenging because some people come and then they don't come. So these are some of the things that that we're facing. Some people can't afford it. We don't have a marketing budget, so we rely on social media, word of mouth. So those are some of the challenges that we're trying to overcome so that we could move forward and probably open up, multiple locations. We want to try to touch lives all across Lehigh Valley and beyond. So we're really looking for feedback, for help to just see if we could, transition to something bigger and bigger, because we know that there's something big coming for us. So that's what we're doing. We're located in Briningsville on Trexlertown Road, old Route 100. If anyone's familiar with that area, near what's over there?
Ace Hardware.
Ace Hardware.
Great products.
So, who would like to?
Are you done?
No, because what we want to do is trying to get some people to come up here and do some workouts.
Come on up. But interested in
I'm sitting in the front row, so.
so they can see.
What do we have?
Just on this chair. And I'm done.
No more. Anyone else? Interested? Awesome, ladies.
Heels on, you can do it.
Pick the heels off, ladies.
I would do it.
Sherry.
All right. So we're just gonna start off some simple jumping jacks. I got a big we're gonna do some jumping jacks. We're just gonna do 20 of them, right? Just 20 simple jumping jacks. Come on. 20 jumping jacks is all we gotta do. Come on.
Come on, guys. Breathing, right? Breathing is so important. We want to make sure that inhale's coming through the nose. We're bringing that breath down to the stomach, through the mouth, okay? We're going to bring oxygen.
Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is some body weight squats. And Niki's gonna demonstrate the proper way to do a squat.
Okay, so we're gonna hinge those hips back first before we bend the knees, keeping the weight back on the heels. Inhale down, exhale up, come into a post tilt by engaging those glutes at the top of the movement.
All right, so we're gonna do 15 of
Okay.
these. Let's bring them up just a little bit wider, lead with your glute on the heel. Yes, and go, 15 squats, let's go, come on, ladies.
Doing this like CrossFit, Loading up,
Nice and.
Squats.
Go, do another so I can see.
How many are you getting in?
Belt be tilted to the top, 15.
Here first, and
15,
then bend those
15
knees.
easy squats.
Weight back on the
Easy
heels.
squats.
I got good knees, man.
My Lord.
On the way up, inhale down.
That's too much to remember.
They're getting their workout for the day.
You guys are, so you just have to remember, we're not used to.
Yeah, it's a lot. I feel warm watching.
Okay, so now we're just gonna do a little bit more cardio. We're just gonna do some high knees. Remember breathing, we gotta breathe.
There you go.
Pump in your arms, driving them as high as possible.
You look good.
You can do low knees.
There are modifications for everything. You don't need to do that high impact if you have hip, knee, ankle problems, right? We would just do a high march in that situation. There's modifications for everything.
Yes.
Let's do some push-ups. We're just gonna do 10 easy push-ups.
10. To do 2. I'm 10.
I hate push-ups, but whatever.
Just get 10 easy push-ups in, right? 10 easy push-ups.
Easy one. Lay my leg across your.
You got a so many of you can do a pull. All right.
10 easy push-ups.
Right? Stand up and clap for them.
Woo!
I have to start doing. We're just gonna end with some lunges. Forward lunges.
What's that? Oh, that.
90 degrees, keeping the back straight.
Let's modify this.
Yeah, what's modified?
Just do like you
have a knee problem.
Yeah, you could do what's called a split squat.
Oh, okay.
Come down like this. I can do a little lunge.
Yeah, you want to make sure that back knee bends a little bit as well.
Oh, back knee bends.
Tip the knees at 90 degrees, both legs.
Good. Breathing important. Remember that breathing. The push of the lunge is just as important as coming into the lunge, okay? Explosive push off, engaging the quad, hamstring.
You got it. You got it.
Really good.
Great. Thank you.
I didn't realize we had to do this morning.
Awesome, excellent. Thank you very much. See how easy fitness is, guys? So now you're all gonna sign up. So we're gonna move into our question answer kind of portion. You may get questions, you may get suggestions. Take that, this is being recorded.
Yes, it is.
So you'll get that recording. So if you forget something, I don't have a scribbleboard up here, but you'll watch the recording and then see that. So from our Zoom audience and our live audience, if you're in Zoom, please raise your virtual hand. If you're going to ask a question and you're not driving or managing a ship or a train, we'd love to see your smiling face. None of us in here wore bags today. So if you can, show us your face, ask your question on Zoom, put your digital hand up, we'll call on you. Do we have any questions here from the audience? We want to use our elevated indoor voice so everyone can hear us. Right here, young man, with the great barber.
I love it. So my question would be, summarize like how you would position yourself against a traditional like CrossFit gym.
So that's a good question. We are not CrossFit, okay? So our main target market, middle-aged women, I would say between 35 and 60 that have gone into an open gym setting and really they don't know what to do, right? They're so overwhelmed with the equipment. They have no idea what they should be focusing on, so they go right to cardio. That's not us. So we really pride ourselves on teaching people, right? This is instructional, teaching people proper form, technique, posture, so that they're not injuring themselves. We come from an open gym background. We've seen so many injuries happen in the gym that just should not happen if somebody was instructed properly. So we kind of market ourselves as such, that it is an educational process and it's a journey like this, Dave, you know, too, and have to have that mental focus of knowing that it's a marathon, not a sprint. Does that answer your question?
Yes, was that a yes back there?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
good.
great.
It was for them, not.
I have a question. Do you do, before someone comes into your practice, do you do blood work or anything like that? Need to know about their health history?
We do have an intake form. You can provide any type of health background information that we feel would be necessary, but our intake form's quite lengthy, not just from our training standpoint, but from our nutrition program standpoint. We always ask to consult with a physician, of course, but we do take a look at all of that stuff because it is comprehensive.
We don't actually take the blood.
No, I know, but do you know, like, if someone comes in and has an issue but wants to work out, do you know how to work out with them? With that issue?
Yes, and that's where my experience in rehabilitation, personal training comes into play. That's kind of more of my specialty. So I do have clients, Addie, if you don't mind. Addie's one of my clients. She's a post-knee replacement person who she's gone through physical therapy. She's gone through a lot of different therapies and just is still in a place of stagnancy. And so she's been working with us and we're trying to increase, knee range of motion and stuff like that. So that would be kind of like a specialized situation, but we do assessments with all of our clients that are personal training clients. So we'll have you come in and we'll actually do an assessment from head to toe. We'll put you through a series of core strengthening exercises so that we can see kind of where are your weaknesses, where are your limitations. So yes.
I ask because I'm just curious. I know a few people, like let's say they have like heart, like not heart conditions, but just something with their heart. And I wondered if you worked with those kind of people.
We do. And in that situation, we would, again, we're first aid CPR certified. We can do blood pressure checks. We have clients who, especially with the barometric pressure that we're dealing with this change of season, people that come from a standing position into, a floor position, they're getting dizzy, they're getting lightheaded. And so we're always keeping a pulse check on our clients through the sessions. But blood pressure specifically, as I mentioned, I can't even tell you how many. I would have to actually do the research to know how many clients have been taken off of blood pressure medicine, and not just from the fitness. You guys have probably heard how important nutrition is, but really in today's day and age with all these chemicals, it's about 90% of the pie. And so food is thy medicine, right? And so if we're feeding our body whole food nutrition that's coming from a plant or a tree, not processed in a plant, our health is going to be restored.
Excellent. Hang on one sec. I'm going to go to Zoom. Mr. Sayre, you had a question, comment there. You want to share that with us?
Yeah. Two things. One is, I don't know if you're aware of a network in the Lehigh Valley called Believers in Business. So they have local chapters in Allentown and Easton and Bethlehem, and they're Christians who help people network. The other thing, and I put the link in the chat. The other thing is, in terms of retaining people, I've been studying Tai Chi for like 13 years, and I go to a class once a week. And the reason we stay is, well, it's good for us, flexibility and strength and all that. But really, it's creating accountability partners with your people. And it's my wife that goes with me, but it's also some other people that we know. And earlier, when in my younger days, when I actually ran, I don't run anymore, but I was ran with two other people at work. We used to run an hour a day, and always one of us didn't feel like running, but we actually but when you have that accountability part, when you're looking forward to doing that with another people, that's why we had a paid trainer for 13 years studying Tai Chi. So and there's people that we know and we work with, and so we help each other and we work for things. So creating that sort of accountability partners, especially if you don't have a lot of money to market, creating that sense of community and partnership within your people is, I would say, really important. And certainly training and fitness and all the things you're doing are important. So I would work at sort of helping people do that, because I think it helps people keep going when they don't feel like it, when they're not motivated, when all those kind of things that come up. It's what gets people through, and it's more important that they do that than you do. That's my comment.
One more. All right, here we go. Now remember we've got a short amount of time. We've got a lot of people to ask questions, so we want to be brief on our questions. And well, that's what we're hoping. So thank you very much. Remember what their challenges are. We want to focus on trying to go those three or cover those three areas. So I'm going to bounce around you. Waved?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Okay, so we're going to go here, then Jason, then Carol, then Ray. No, two. All right. Young lady, you have a seat on my.
Like, I'm assuming you do word of mouth through churches as well, right? Okay, so what churches are you like connected with in your area that help you with that word? I never heard of it.
Well, Life Church, we're members of Life Church. There's 6 different campuses, right?
Yeah, that's my church, and I still never heard of this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So,
Allentown.
oh, we're in Macungie.
Okay.
So I think to that point, it's like treading lightly. I know there are a lot of small business owners in church. And so I feel like the thought is if we help one, we have to help all. And not that they don't want to help, but we've reached out to Faith Church, we've reached out to Bethany and Bethel and all of our local churches, but
When you say help one, help them all, what do you mean by that?
there's opportunity to maybe put an ad in their bulletins or, just get a group together from their church and offer, gym time. We've been in communication about that over the years and just haven't gotten anywhere, but can't circle back and see if
I didn't say for free.
things have changed.
No, I didn't say offer it for free. Okay.
No, I mean,
I'm
just
saying
making
they have so many campuses and I'm
making
shocked
those
that I never
connections.
heard of it. Yeah. Mhm.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's
Bethel
great.
BFC and Emmaus.
What is it?
Bethel BFC.
Bethel and Emmaus.
Try that one. Okay.
Are you a member there?
Yeah, I can talk to the pastor, get you in.
We have our foot in the door.
What's
Right
that?
Pastor Smith.
Jason?
Yeah. So I love the accountability piece. I work out with my girlfriend. We do it 5 days a week, and when she doesn't want to go, vice versa. So maybe if you have a membership there, maybe you have like a half off if you join as a buddy, like 2 people, husband and wife, or 2 people, they join together for accountability purposes, a discounted rate for that.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Awesome. So we got Cal, Ray, then Brandon.
So do you work, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a physical therapist, but I've had physical therapists work with me. Do you work with outside groups? I do structural body work. And I worked with a lot of personal trainers, physical therapists, chiropractors, and we referred clients back and forth to one another. So I don't know if you have anything in place for your people who have compensation. Restrictions, I don't know if you guys are trained to look at the body that way when you see someone is off and they're imbalanced in one way or another from repetitive actions or some kind of injury in the past. I think working, I'm not that far, I'm in Whitehall, but working with outside sources that can help your people, and I also need places for my people who aren't comfortable, working out in a gym, by themselves. They don't know where to go. They don't know how to start. And, and there's a lot of Christian-based clients that I have. So maybe working with outside, people like myself, other nutritionists or. Absolutely. We definitely complement. So if you're open to.
Any questions from the few audience? Once. Twice.
There's a comment there.
Yeah, no problem. Right.
So I have a question about your area and your demographic. So I don't really know how, how it works within your industry, but a lot of times I'm thinking people have a certain radius they want to travel to. What's your radius look like? What's the competition in that radius? Are you competing against like LA Fitness and all those kind of places? And then I guess the third part of it would be, are you looking, because even though you don't have a marketing budget, you still have brand identity, right? And people need to know what that brand looks like, what that brand stands for. So is your brand going to be a Christian community-based atmosphere, or is it going? Because it can't be everything to everybody, right? So I guess what I'm saying is know who your audience is going to be, know who your competition is, and how far you can reach, how far you can pull. And if you can figure out, so people are willing to drive 10 miles to a fitness place. I don't even know what the number is. I'm just making that up. If somebody's willing to work 10 miles in a fitness place, and then that's your geographical area. Then if you can figure out how many Christians are in that geographical area, then you have like a baseline to start with. And you can probably expand out more and more once your brand starts getting momentum. People are like, I'll travel an extra 10 miles to go to that place. But for now, you probably have to just figure out what that demographic looks like. And I'm just curious, do you have an idea of what that looks like?
We have people that do travel quite a bit of the distance actually to experience that community family. Whoever needs that accountability, whoever wants to get well, it's a wellness goal in mind, but because I think that's shifted over the years of being in business.
And then another thing, if you're not looking to just market as, a Christian gym and you want to be broader, think about like what 90s, right? So Curves like really marketed to that middle-aged to retired lady who really knew nothing. And it became the small little communities, there's pockets everywhere you went was a Curve. And maybe you can tap into that demographic that still exists, but they need something different than Curves.
Right. That's a great spot. Thank you.
All right, so we were talking about marketing and everything. Now, I've seen on social media a lot of videos of, workouts and,
Saturated.
running marathons and stuff. So video and social media, digital marketing is key. So I think that what you might have to come up with when it comes to the budget, maybe do like fundraisers at different churches or other events to kind of raise money and awareness that, because that's really going to help your business get to the next level if you have the video aspect, and workout videos are extremely popular in viewership.
That's a really great thought. I love the idea for the fundraiser too. It's just, it's he and I, we lost our employees through COVID. And so we have a baby at home. Like there's just life circumstance that kind of factors into being a small business owner. And so we need to service our clients in the gym to pay the bills. And so it's hard to do, the time to even do those YouTube videos. We started a YouTube channel. We haven't gotten back to it yet. You know what I mean? So that's really good feedback. Sarah is our social media intern from Kutztown University. She had to do it as an internship and then kind of stayed on board with us. And she does a great job. Thank you, Sarah, with our social media. But we don't know much about like boosting and like all of that stuff, which is where we can target a little bit more to your point, I think, right, with mile radiuses and stuff like that. Yeah.
And another way to fundraise, I would say, would be like, you're talking about like the visiting of the churches. That could be one way, is announce to different churches, and it doesn't matter, the denomination can be non-denominational, Presbyterian, Assemblies of God, or Bible Fellowship, all of them, gather them together, and that way you get the churches of the Lehigh Valley to kind of pitch in.
Thank you.
Next question here.
Hi. So I feel really related to you because my business is also Christian related and Christian based, family based as well. And it's really interesting because when I read the description of your business, it caught my attention right away. Have you thought about maybe collaborating? I'm a massage therapist. Sorry, I was late. So
Awesome.
So maybe you can give me some of your information, and I can post it on my business. And 'cause I do have a lot of clientele that they get massages and they get other services like wellness services, because it's a wellness spot overall. And they talk to me about fitness, or do you know anyone who does this or that, or I don't know anyone. So then when I read your business, I was like, this would be a great idea that you'll give me your information. I can even include it in my packages as part of like advertising towards you, because I know what it's like not to have money for marketing. And yeah, and it's tough. So you have to kind of work with what you have. So do know that my business is market and, you know, hashtag and do the whole shenanigans that people do.
Awesome.
Where are you located?
I'm actually super close by. I'm on West Fourth Street. Right in front of the post office. Nature's Touch. I'll give you guys cards later.
Thank you
You're
so much.
welcome.
Our next question comes from the dude with the cool haircut.
So when it comes to strategic partnerships, they need to be mutually beneficial for both parties, right? And your niche is well defined with churches and faith background. I think a strategic partnership with churches is natural. I would take what large corporate fitness centers do and translate that into your niche. Have you looked into creating like a package so that the church can fulfill their mission of building up their base and their body and offering that as a special package for their members to your facility? Have you done anything like that?
Can you give an example?
Yeah, so you know, I owned a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school years back, and we would offer businesses a discount for all their employees. So minimal, right? We're not giving anything away, but it's a benefit of being an employee of this business. They can join the gym, right? And people go together because they work together. You know, nobody wants to try something out by themselves. But then you have a new marketing base of this whole group marketing for you, saying, hey, this is something we offer. Please take advantage of this because we want to, you know, we care you guys as part of our family. And that would be the kind of strategic partnership I would look at. Working with churches, not giving away stuff. You know, that's their job, you know?
Yeah.
Literally, it's their job, right? Amen.
So we've got two more. We'll check the Zoom audience. Any questions?
I thought you were familiar too.
All right, great. Everybody in
You love
Zoom, there
lighting
is a
up.
test later, so I do hope you're all paying attention. We're going to Tyler next and then Vanessa.
So kind of piggybacking off of what Brandon said about the social media with no budget. Obviously, if you have a bit of a budget, that helps you out a little bit. And if you're limited on time, I usually recommend hiring a team to do that. But if you have no budget, that's fine. There's ways to automate that within your business own. To record these workouts while you're just doing them. And you use that content, pull from it, then later on, and you have your social media interns pull things from that, utilize that footage. But at the end of the day, it's just you hit record and you're rolling the whole day. So just there's obviously a more in-depth conversation that could be had. I want to be courteous of the time.
Thank you.
But obviously, there's a lot of different ways you could just do it without having to dedicate to it.
A GoPro and a tripod. Right? The easiest way for you to do a GoPro and a tripod.
Yeah, very, very simple way to do it. Or your honestly, phones are better than GoPros these days. Or if you wanted to do a professional route, don't get a GoPro, they stink. Get a Osmo Action.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
old.
the version 3 is better than 2 in form factor, and it's better than the 1 in format. Sorry, getting a little technical.
How do you spell Osmo? Osmo?
Yep.
You got it. Osmo Action,
Thank you.
version 3. Not the 2.
All right, last question here.
So somebody said something about reaching out to all the churches, maybe doing an event, right? So having all these, like whoever's of the churches that you're, you know, trying to target, having an event and bringing those people in and letting them experience your experience. Because then now you have the masses speaking for you. And maybe they'd be more receptive to telling people about what you have to offer. Where, like you said, like, you know, there's a 1,000 different companies that, you know, people go to church and, you know, how do they pick who they want to talk about? Maybe doing something like that. Or maybe talking to all these heads of these churches and seeing if they could do a spotlight, you know, when they're reading about, like at the end of, I know when I used to go to church, at the end, they're talking about like all the things that are gonna be going on, the activities for the month, the announcements, maybe spotlighting a different business every Sunday. Maybe even bringing that to the attention, so just some things off the top of my head.
I'll say one more thing.
Good job. Mr. Williams, you have a comment or a question?
Yeah, thanks. Guys, great presentation. I think you got a lot of feedback and a lot of information to take back with you. I love your mission. I love the faith base that you have. From an advertising standpoint, one of the biggest things small businesses fail to do is not advertise. So I know you don't have a big budget, or you don't have a budget. As you move into next year, I would carve out some money that you can utilize that, because good money spent on good advertising is going to help you. And I will say this, find a niche that all these suggestions have come into play and focus on that one. Don't try to do everything for everybody, but what's going to work for you. And I'm just going to throw out, if you can find a school that you can reach out to, obviously maybe a Christian faith-based school that might be local, and offer that to come in and be their gymnasium for once a month or once every other week or something like that, that you can get the kids involved, which will get the parents involved, and you can share with what you're doing from a prayer-based, a faith-based opportunity. You will build your business from the ground up, starting with a younger generation, which is going to feed into the family, which may springboard you. But my suggestion to you is find some money to advertise, find the right venue to advertise, and then work that. Don't just do it for a couple of days or a couple of months, zero in on it. But a lot of great suggestions. Find one that's going to work for you and then zero in on it, because I think you got a great mission. I applaud you for everything you're doing, for everything that you've done, and you're persevering, and keep prayer in the front of things, and it'll work out. So congratulations, but find something and work with it, and make things happen. Don't give up your mission. Congratulations.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you.
Moving to our next section, if you still have questions and things, I believe you guys are gonna hang out for a little while. We're gonna keep them here till about 12:30 or something. But they'll be here for further feedback and interaction with what we're doing. You see these wonderful orange cups here. It is a tradition here at 1 Million Cups that we tortured you in the spotlight, that we reward you for your efforts and give you this nice cup. So fill it up with your protein drinks and your energy stuff.
Thank you.
Anybody else know you drink Red Bull? No. So we're gonna move into the next section. When I started the program earlier, some of you weren't here. We're gonna take just a real quick bit. Anybody that's new here today, this is your first time, I'm gonna borrow from my great friend. We love first timers here. What we don't like, and I'm so glad to see you again, are one timers. So enjoy this, come back, keep coming back, keep sharing with what your opportunities are here. Presenters, I know you got classes and training and things, but try and come back, send somebody back to do that. The feedback is incredible. So people learn from being up there, people learn from being the audience. We want to continue this and grow this. This is all about community. We're all in this community in some way or another, and we want to help each other prosper and grow. So I appreciate that. So if you are new here today, this is your first time, we're going to go around the room really quick, name, rank, serial number. You know what I'm talking about. And just share with us who you are, what you do, and then we'll move on to our announcement section, which I know everybody loves. So I'm gonna start there again, young man with the great haircut.
That's me.
We're gonna go to young man with a great hairdo.
All right, so this is gonna be real simple. Consulting and small business coaching. And we come from a background throughout the US of consulting, and we just wanted to make an impact here in the Lehigh Valley instead, because it's really heartfelt when you're out there helping people in Iowa and you're like, you come home on the weekends, you're away from your family, you're away from people you care about, and then there's people right down the street struggling. So we've made a pivot, and that's why we're here in the Lehigh Valley now. Adam, anything you want to add?
Nope. I am at. All right, great. Thank you very much. If you are new, put those hands up. Remember, we had an exercise group here today, so if your arm gets tired, just switch. Young man, yes.
My name is Jason. We just started
show up, man. Brand.
we just want to do a franchise, Donor Envy. We had the Bethlehem Easton territory. This is my wife, Kate. Just getting started. Interactive.
You'll
be presenting.
I know, right? Hopefully sometime in January.
With food or?
You guys at the Garlic Fest?
Yes, we were.
I saw you guys. Right, I like that you're.
Anybody other, any newbies other back there in the corner? I don't see arms, where are? Right.
Hello, my name is Danielle Spriggs. I am new to the Allentown area. I moved out here for an opportunity at Be Braun Incorporated, and I have a side business. I am a travel agency owner. Hi, I was invited here by Pete.
No surprise.
That's a first. Awesome, fabulous. Anybody there?
Everybody.
No, okay, we're gonna come here.
Get up here. Here by Pete.
Sensing a theme.
So my name's Chris Flynn, and I'm here representing a company that I do fundraising for. Actually, they're trying to raise $1 million, and it's called Galvin Experiential Investing, and it's backed up by a nice chunk of money already, about $3 million, and we're trying to get it to a point where we can take the company public in the next 24 to 36 months. So anybody knows accredited investors, if you know what they are, we're happy to have a conversation. I'm trying to get permission from the principals at the company to do a presentation here because I have to make sure I'm not making a stock offer.
Fabulous, fabulous, we should talk.
Dr. Indy, you can just call me Indy. I know a few of you guys, seen around town. I've been here in Lehigh Valley for about the last 5 years. I have a chiropractic business in the north side on West Broad now. Basically what I do is I help you delete all the old apps and programs that are running this thing so that this thing works and feels better. It's a very simple, very gentle process, but it's a little different than what you've seen on TikTok or YouTube.
Somebody like goes like this or something.
It's
So is your
very
last
different.
name
He's
Jones
working
or?
with You have stuff that's really going on. He gets to.
Wait a minute. It's right there, look at that.
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Testimony. I've lost control of the crowd.
Wait a second, wait a minute.
Did I catch every new person? Every new person? Okay, we're gonna start at this table for announcements.
Okay, this Saturday, veg stock. You don't have a table, do you have a table there? 4,000 people went to veg stock last year. And on Woodstock, veg stock. Okay.
So the carrots and celery are gonna be seen.
And it's,
Mission, it's not working
oh
for
my
you.
God, I just forgot where is this? It's,
Academy.
it's where?
Academy?
Yes.
I forget, it's that long name resort.
Yeah, look it up, veg stock, this Saturday, it's gonna be huge. They've got over 30 exhibitors, a lot of organic, fresh fruits and all that stuff. So if you want to market, that's a good place to pick up cards.
Yes.
If you're into this health field, I'll see you there.
Finish up.
Saturday.
Announcement.
I'll plug for somebody else. So Wilson Borough, in the past 2 years, started their fall festival. And they're really trying to market it a lot of local, smaller businesses. We will also be stuff like that. The Wilson Celebration Committee is really trying to make it into an annual community event. So that's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Music Park in Wilson Borough.
Awesome. Yeah.
And somehow we were able to wrangle in an expert Facebook design person. And we're co-hosting an event on October 19th. It's an online event. The tickets are free. And they're through Eventbrite. I'll be posting it in Friends of Pete. I'll be posting it around if anyone wants the link specifically. But the idea is how to get the most out of your Facebook posts. And social media is a huge part of the up and coming wave of how to advertise with minimal costs. For anyone who doesn't know, like your cost component on advertising through social media is significantly more effective than some of the old school advertising effects from a dollar amount. So October 19th, online event from 3 to 4:30.
Fabulous. Pam?
Next week, 1 week from today, October 18th, I will be doing a presentation on the basics of franchising for the SBDC at Emmaus Borough Hall at noon. The next day, Launchbox Ladies at Penn State, Women in Criminal Justice, starting at 11:30. And then on December 7th, I will be doing a presentation here for SCORE on franchising a business. Do you have a business you want to learn about franchising?
19th, 7th. Anybody in the corner? Alex? Rita's gonna go first.
A whole hour. One of yours.
Hey, everyone, I'm Rita Guthrie. I have 3 events. The first event is this Friday evening. It's free. It's at the new bookstore called The End in the West End of Allentown, right by Nowhere Coffee. It's an author signing event. I'll be one of the authors there signing, and it's about 8 other authors. It's also great networking. So please join us. It's 5 to 7 at The End this Friday. Tuesday is the next coffee talk. We're going to be discussing imposter syndrome, and our guest speaker is Shelley Bally, who's not here today, but usually is. You do need to register for that, and you can get on my mailing list. I want to add to what Pam said about Launchbox Ladies. This event is free. It's open to everyone, including gentlemen. It's great networking. Lunch is included. People start arriving around 11 to network. The program is from 11:30 to 1. I love it. Please come.
Great. Back to you.
I did.
Hi, everybody. So small fundraiser that I'm putting together with Mitchell Lopez, Amy Keats, and Audra Frank, and a few other people in conjunction with the Community Action Center with Anna Smith has been moved November 9th. So we're looking to do some sort of brunch activity, sort of fundraiser at Amy Keats's residence for a local family that is in need. So if you want some more details on that, connect with me afterwards.
Fantastic, that's fabulous. This table, any announcements?
Thursday of brunch.
I think so. Yeah. The tentative date. They moved.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I don't mention this that often, but I'm on the board for the Knaus Homestead, and I'm trying to push in to kind of kick them into gear. December 2nd and December 9th, we're having Old Fashioned Christmas. I'm gonna be talking about it every week that I'm here leading up to that. Because, yeah, seriously. Please do come. It's a great time. There's a lot of festivities. Old Fashioned Christmas there is legitimately Old Fashioned Christmas in the old like Pennsylvania Dutch sense. Old German wine, old
Wine. You got me on wine.
pretty much, that's most of it there.
That wine.
There's alcohol. That's the important thing, but a lot of good history to go over there too. So please do come. There's only a few people who usually show up for Old Fashioned Christmas, so I'm trying to get as many people to show up to push some more of the initiatives I've been trying to get the board to do for that. December 9th, December 2nd. I'll be saying it every week I'm here. Thanks, Alex.
Where is it?
So I do free classes for the community. Get to know me, come check it out. And the next one is on Tuesday, the 24th, 6:30 at my office. You can find it on Eventbrite. It's called Wake Up and Conquer. I have spent hundreds of hours, thousands of dollars learning all these weird things that you need coffee for. I still love my coffee. But it's just a handy routine to help your health and mental energy to boost up first thing in the morning. So come check it out. Absolutely free. 24th of October. So at 6:30 p.m.
18:30 there you go. Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Andy. Jason.
Yes. Jason Lavenier from Blue Water Financial. I teach financial wellness. We have a workshop coming up on Wednesday, October 25th. Start time is 5:30 p.m. I'll be here. You have any questions? I can answer any details. I'll be here. Come out. And never stop learning. Even if you have an advisor, come out. Never. Thank you.
Patrick.
Exactly.
Cool. Patrick Clancy, Focal Point Business Coaching. I host a weekly free webinar online on Mondays at 12 o'clock. There are a lot of people in this room who've come or come regularly. It's called the Entrepreneur's Power Hour. You'll come away having learned something about your business that most likely you're also going to be able to apply to your life. So if you want to know how to find the link, see me after the meeting, Mondays, noon, free, online.
Great.
Come.
What do I say now? This whole entire month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so Nature's Touch has discounted all manual lymphatic massage packages. So if you guys want to save money and if you know anyone who would benefit from this, you can go on the page, book, and it's a lot of money that you're gonna save, and it's a great technique.
And welcome back. Glad to see you.
Oh, thank you.
Davis, Lehigh Valley Military Affairs Council. We're looking for more volunteers to come and help us visit, like about 200 seniors at
Yes, Bruce, yes, help you better, baby, yes.
And batting cleanup today?
Like Bryce Harper, sometimes I hit a grand slam and sometimes I fail to get back to first base in time. So I don't know if you all know, but 1 Million Cups has a rule that if you bring a guest, you get to speak for a minute. So for the next 45 minutes. Most of you know, I'm Pete Ranka. I have friends of Pete. I also am one of the organizers of 1 Million Cups. So I think it's just me, David, and Tony that are here today. If you are a first-time person or if you haven't given us your contact information before, please do so we can add you to the list for future events, okay? You guys did a great job today. The Lehigh Valley, the Lehigh Council of Churches and the Lehigh Christian Academy, if you don't know them, I'll connect you afterwards. But 3 events, next Wednesday at the Allentown Housing Authority from 11 to 1 is the Friends of Pete Lunch and Learn. It's all about housing. So if you're a broker, a landlord, or a housing advocate, please join us for that. You sign up on Meetup for those if you can. The next day, the 19th, next Thursday, our friend Dave Raybenold, who's not here, who has Valley Networking, he and Friends of Pete were teaming up to do a happy hour at the Delta Hotel out in Upper Macungie. And then the 26th is the monthly Friends of Pete happy hour. That is at Bozer-Geist, which is at the Simon Silk Mill over on 13th Street in Easton. Again, if you're not connected to me, give me your card so you get added to it. But thanks for everybody for coming.
Awesome, announcements from, well, then I'm not last. Announcements from our Zoom folks left. Any announcements? I don't see any hands. I don't see any pretty faces.
Still got 40 minutes next week.
All right, and is there anyone in the audience that is here for the 10th time? One away? Alex is here. All right, Alex, when we go back downstairs, come see me and we'll get you a nice orange tumbler. Awesome. So again, thank you very much for coming to 1 Million Cups Lehigh Valley. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate your support. We love to see your smiling faces every Wednesday, 0900. And next time you come, bring a friend if you've got them. Yes, sir.
Next week is in Monroe County.
Oh, next week is in Monroe. We'll still be here in this building.
But if you can get there, go up and support them.
We'll still be here in this building, but the live presentation will be at the Monroe campus of Northampton Community College. So lots of trees, lots of bears, deer and stuff to play with when you're out. So yeah, so next week's live presentation will be there. We'll still be gathered here in this building downstairs, room 114, like we do, and we'll just zoom into that presentation like people zoomed into us today. All right?
Thank you.
And there we go. Thank you.